Hello everyone, and welcome back to my niche story mode playthrough, where we are here about to set off into a new land with our group, our A-team, who now include the two daughters of Talame. If my game will respond, there we go. One of which is named Matala, and the other which is Nia, who I still can't. I think that's the right way to pronounce her name, but very interesting the way her randomly generated name turns out. As usually, I just keep everyone's randomly generated names, as I think it's cool for story building. But maybe in the future, I'd have name suggestions or something like that I'd put in to the name file, and then if your name just shows up, then they'd just be stuck with that, so that would be cool. But anyway, so last time we had to make some difficult decisions about leaving the island, and seeing as Lurta here is almost at the end of his life anyway, we decided that he should stay behind and fend off the bearyena, while the rest of the tribe moves on to the next island, which is exactly what we're going to do. I think everyone's a little bit sad about leaving. After all, they've left two of their members now here, but they have to continue on for the sake of the tribe and the mission, which is getting to Home Island. And to do that, they must hop islands, they must leave this swamp and go to wherever the next port takes us. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to travel. But first, I think I might back up this save. You know, if you wanted to try playing as Lurta alone here with 2 days left, that sounds like a challenge. And a bearyena, yeah, you'd probably die. Unless this bearyena all of a sudden decides, nah, I'm not gonna kill you. I don't think that's really possible, but maybe you want to just fool around with the members of the tribe and don't want them, just want to keep them all on this island, see if you can fight off this bearyena here. I don't know, whatever. Maybe I want to try and do that in the future, so I'm going to back up this island real quick. And here we go. Here we are on our new island, which looks to be a burning savanna. This is gonna be, interesting. Totally not nervous about this one. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's so big and vast. I don't know if we can just circumvent the island again and get out before everybody is dead. Do we want to try and settle in on burning savanna? I mean, that's what I was preparing for with Kirkirpri here, and trying to keep everybody pretty as slim and fast as possible, while also keeping a couple of the other genes for later on. As you can see, really the only big-bodied creatures we have are descendants of our bearyena child. So this is a bit of a dilemma. I feel like, well, of course, upon coming to this island, they probably wouldn't know the dangers and would set off to explore, finding some interesting new things that they've never seen before. And I'm not gonna have Kirkirpri pick that because that would be bad, but I might have someone else go for it. Just experiment a little bit here. Don't want Chiyachi to do it because she's the only one who can heal others, so obviously she can't be healed. I always did wonder if spiky-bodied nichelings, I'm pretty sure they can't pick from cactuses with impunity. I think looking at that spiky thing and this berry bush right next to it, she would pick the berry bush. Like, it's obvious. Who would rather pick from that thing with all those spikes and spines, especially when you yourself have spikes and spines on your back and you know how how painful they might be. You don't want to pick that thing. Yeah, you want to go with the berry bush that you've always picked from. You definitely don't want to go experimenting with spiky looking things. And I think Talame would 100% agree. But as you can see, these females are getting kinda close, well, Talame maybe, to the end of their lifespan, and not all of them, but, and especially some of the males like Kirkirpri. We definitely want to be settling down and having some children soon here. So we're gonna look around for some good spots to potentially make a nest, or just finding a nest outright. I feel like Sis would definitely go for the roots that she's smelling over here. She wouldn't even waste any time. There she goes. And she's smelling quite a few right off. I think Curtail might be the one to actually try and experiment with these spiky things. Not the smartest move, but he wants to figure out what they are. Yeah, that definitely wasn't smart. And after recoiling with pain, I think Chiyachi would sigh and come over here to help him out a bit. Oh dear. Even though he made a stupid choice, it's still her job to keep everybody of the tribe healthy and safe. Not a job she really would have chosen, but nonetheless, it is her job. So, after doing that and getting her duties over with, I think she would venture off into the grasses up here and call to Kirkirpri to tag along. And I feel like Mizra would also want to get a good bearing on their surroundings. Sniffing for anything, hearing for anything. Nothing yet. I mean, besides some roots and some berry bushes. We might have to also make some nests, and clearing out grass isn't a bad idea on a burning savanna. So, yeah, I definitely want to start doing that. I mean, these guys, culturally, they're all really very different. Despite coming from the same tribe, their tribe was always separated from each other. The family groups they grew up in determine their practices, really. So I'm not really sure if they would universally agree to just clear off all the grass. I feel like that's more a pink line thing. It did end up happening over time throughout the archipelago islands. I feel like certain lines are more adverse to that, and others just see that as something that just always is going to happen when you settle someplace. And last time they did make a path, so maybe they would do the same thing here. Kind of make at least a small path from where they started out to where they are going. I feel like Sischi would definitely instruct her sisters to do that as much as possible, but they're seeing a lot of the grass around here is regrowing grass, and they don't necessarily understand the implications of that yet. Kirkirpri is hearing something interesting up this way. Something scurrying? Scuttling? Something he's never heard before, really. So he might go check that out in a little bit. Look at this. Talame just found a nest sitting here. She might even use it herself, given that she doesn't have too much time left. She wants to be able to raise this child, maybe have another one. And she isn't getting any younger, so maybe she will do that next turn. Speaking of next turn... Alright, well, nothing much happened. Go figure. Matala is finding that she has a little bit of heat exhaustion. Maybe can't move around as much, and so are the other members of the tribe that have big bodies. I think that wouldn't really stop her. Meanwhile, her sister is finding that she can move a lot quicker now that she has all 3 of her gems, and she isn't suffering from the same heat exhaustion. So, I think they would definitely assist Kirkirpri in his quest over here to discover what exactly that red is, what exactly that scurrying sound is. I think they would also smell maybe what was a more familiar scent in that stag mole over there. But what is his, he only has 1, he couldn't take it down. So does Mizra. These 2 definitely could, but they don't have enough movement points to get there, not this turn. So, maybe next turn it is. Oh, I accidentally left her behind. I feel like Mizra was just starting to clear a path. And Metala is just struggling to keep up with all that heat exhaustion she's dealing with. She probably doesn't even know exactly what it is, but all she knows is quite unpleasant and quite annoying to have to go that slow, to not be able to keep up with her sister. Meanwhile, I think Talame would settle into this nest. It's next to a good food source, and it's the permanent nest, the first one they found, and she's not getting any younger, so I guess we will have a child born on this island, and maybe settle on here for a generation. But I'm not going to commit to it just yet. Sis is going to grab some more roots, and she's going to sniff around, nothing. There are some more roots over that way, though, so maybe she'll just migrate over here to dig those up. And I think I'll pause until I have something more significant to show you guys. Please no fire. Please no fire. Okay, there isn't a fire as far as I can tell. Though sometimes they start way out in the middle of nowhere, if I remember this island correctly. You can see the tribe has started to clear out some grasses in the area, and Kirtail has kind of set off on a little exploring expedition this way, where nobody else is. Why? I don't know. I was hoping to kind of find another nest nearby in the area, but so far I haven't found really anything. He's kind of the adventurous type. Maybe he gets it from his father. And his mother. I think his mother might have been adventurous too if she's, there were 2 sisters. I can't remember which one was his mother. Oh wait, I can check. Hold on a second. Yeah, Mira. So yeah, both his father and his mother were quite adventurous, so that's probably where he gets it from. But anyway, look at this baby over here, little kiddo. Aww. He is like a little leopard, look at him. He's perfect for this Savanna island. And, he is Kirkirpri's child, so that's good. He's got that purse now. That's probably what we were going for here. We're going to be extra careful and make sure he has all the genes that are needed. I'm going to look that over real quick and then explain it to you guys. Hold on. And that pair. And he also has that recessive bird beak. He also has medium body, which will definitely help him survive in the savannah better than big body. He unfortunately has web highlights. I should have put in mutations to try and prevent that. Oh well. He has swimming tail. Not really important anymore now that we left the archipelago, but it is expected nonetheless. Genes that we have elsewhere, so as long as they're passed on by those creatures, it should be alright. And also he has spots, or dots as they're called, and he has recessive stripes, so that's very good. Yeah, it definitely looks like that he was a success. What the heck is going on here? Now, whether his parents should have another child, I mean, normally I would say yes, because he was so successful. At the same time, I don't really want to have excess children. that we might have to leave behind, but what if he dies? On the other hand, what if he just dies? And then we're left with nobody that is at all similar to him. So I feel like we should definitely breed those two again. At the same time, I also feel like Chiyachi and Kirkirpri are developing a sort of romance. I don't really want to, interfere with that story-wise. So, I mean, they do. I think she has similar genes, other than because she has the bird beak inactive, the antennae inactive. Well, actually, she has no hooks, but I mean, I feel like it would produce a similar outcome. I don't really know if Talame was really, in love with Kirkirpri, or maybe she just was with him out of convenience. So, I don't know, story-wise, how that would look. And we're gonna go ahead and investigate this thing up here. This termite hill, once we can, anyway. Unfortunately, nobody's strong enough to break it open, has enough moves this turn. And if you're wondering why the audio might be a little off, or something might have been a little off, I had a technical issue where my recording was terminated not properly and it was corrupted, and it did fix. I have to give credit to Flashback. It did uncorrupt it using its own software, but I might have some editing to do after I record this second part here. So just letting you know. Alright, anyway, on with the episode. Kirkirpri might try and attack it, but yeah, he's not gonna get very far with that. Also, he is getting older, so I definitely think if I'm gonna breed him in Chiyachi, I should do it soon. And Mizra as well is getting older, so we might wanna... seeing as we are having the children, we might wanna start breeding on this island, getting set up the way we usually do. I don't think we're gonna make it all the way to the port with this particular group of characters. We might have to settle here for a generation. So with that in mind, I think everybody would be trying to figure out where exactly they should settle down. Should they settle down just in this area down here, because that's where little Kira was born, or should they go a little bit closer to the port to make it easier for future generations to go on to the next island? Or should it be based upon where the best resources are? I think Chiyachi would definitely want to explore some more and make sure of where the best spot is. Whereas some of the others, like Mizra, might just want to settle down here. After all, they do have one berry bush down here and a nest nearby. It's a pretty decent spot. So I think there's going to be some debates about that. I think Tiota would gather some berries. And Sischi does want to go hang out, I think, with her siblings, although she's always been the less adventurous one, more one to stick with the group. I think Talame will just sit up here and watch her child, maybe clear out a little more grass around the area. And I think Sischi would go and talk with the rest of the group and try and figure out where they're going to settle down, as they all know they're getting older and they can't be exploring and venturing off to the newest islands forever. And I'm gonna go ahead and look and see if I think Kirkirpri and Chiyachi are indeed the best pair. or if I should breed her with someone else. Well, there really is no one else. Yeah, so, I mean, no one else she can breed with immunity being right. So I guess that she will go ahead and make that shipping a reality. And now, as for Sis, she isn't quite at the age where it's as big of a deal for her to have children, as she's still got quite a bit of life left. But at the same time, I'm not sure if we're going to find other males here anytime soon. So it might be in our interest to go ahead and have her have children so that we can be sure that her genes, which are very important because she's the only one with this digging paw, go on. I mean, he's a little young, Kiro, for her, but it is a possibility to breed her and Kiro if we have to. Everyone else is quite a bit older than her, so it's, you know, it's not like there's a really, really good option here, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next day. Maybe we'll even find some wanderers in this place, who knows? So, with the new day dawning, I think these guys will be immensely curious about what this thing is right here. And now they know it's quite a bit painful, and none of them can really do much about it. You see those little red bugs skittering right there, but they can't really get them. Woo! I think Nia is gonna go running over here and screaming, just like, get these things off me. And I think Chiyachi would sigh and do so. And I think Metala's gonna come over here and get her sister's catch so it doesn't go to waste. Now they know what that thing is. I mean, they are bugs. So I think these three would be attracted to the commotion up here, and I think Sis would be like, oh yeah, I can eat bugs. You know, that's what this bee thing is for. So she's gonna be quite interested in that. Mizra probably needs to have her child soon as well. This is an interesting little area here. I don't think this tree has any acorns, unfortunately. So it's probably not the best spot. There's a termite hill, which might be, it's a source of food, but I think they definitely prefer this berry bush down here. We might also have like separate little family lines like we had done before, little groups of nichelings, so that we can better take advantage of the food of the island. But it's a little too early to be thinking about that, I think, yeah, Mizra needs to have her child in the end. I mean, why not just plop down right here and have the child? I don't, that's probably a horrible idea, but you know, oh well. Also, I think little Kiro here is ready to come out of that nest, and I think Toyota might sit down here and have her child. Now that we're deciding that we're going to stay here for a little bit, don't worry, it won't be that long. We are going to go ahead and have our children and see what happens. Hopefully, those children will grow up and we can have the genetic information that we need to be able to go on to the next island quickly. That is the plan anyway. I think she would look around this area some more, see if she can find anything else potentially edible. they haven't had the best of luck doing that, but that's because there really isn't much in this place. Which also is a reason why maybe we shouldn't be settling down in this place, but at the same time, I don't think we could have all made it. Maybe we'll do like we did last time with some of our younger members coming along, and then some of our older members just having their children, and then their children coming along, but we'll have to see. Kirkirpri can't really do much more with that, so I think he'll come over here and try using his big ears to scout out some more possible food sources. Along with Chiyachi, I think they'll make a bit of a trek over here. And they found a nest, which is good. I think maybe he might claim this for them. I probably shouldn't have cleared the grass. The grass might be a good thing for a newborn baby in the case of a predator, but you know, oh well. So I think they might set this up as their place right here. Yeah, I'm already doing what I usually do. Alright. Okay, so we have a couple new babies to look at. Let's take a look here. Little Lyduke, who has antlers, which is great. Absolutely what I was looking for here. Let's see who his father is, because I really don't have any remote idea at this point. So Curtail is his father, so he's the half-sibling of Nichelings, and he is a beautiful, like, mushroom baby. Doesn't he just look like a mushroom, or like, yeah, like one of those red and white spotted mushrooms? That's exactly what he looks like. And he has bearyena claw. Why and how? I don't know. I guess it's from his father's mutation. And I think that's what it's from. That is absolutely, positively just... I don't even... Yeah, that's not what I was expecting. But, I mean, hey, I guess it works. So he got his mother's nimble fingers, and then from his father's mutation, and maybe his, like, great-grandfather or something, he got that bearyena claw. Nice. Well, that's pretty cool. He's definitely going to be a stronger one with his antlers and his bearyena claw. And he's got I and B immunity, but he is almost infertile. That's not good. Okay. Well, at least he's not completely infertile. I didn't even realize that could happen with that pairing. And then we have little Ronu here, who has a fishing tail, and cracker jaw, so his father is going to be Lurcha. It's pretty obvious. So he is a descendant of the green line and descendant of the red, blue, yellow line. Not sure how I can quite quantify that, but if he's the only descendant of the green line, I might just mark him green for simplicity's sake. I should probably go ahead and mark these children. But yeah. He got the H immunity, which I think is good. I think that's good. I don't know, and I think the other one got the I immunity, so yeah. I think we've kept all the immunities that we've sought to keep so far. Yeah, because Curtail was the only one with F, and Nichelings got F, and then Lyduke got I and B, so that's good. I don't think we've had any of the current generation with Star, though, so that's kind of concerning. Just a little bit concerning. We definitely want to have that, so anybody with Star, we should go ahead and have children. So So I've set Kiro's gems so far as pink and red, and I think I will give him a little bit of blue as well, as soon as he's done growing up. And it does look like the only ones in our tribe with the home island immunity are Mitala and Misra. So we definitely want to get that into the younger generation, because if we lose that, it's game over. So next episode, we are going to be doing some more exploring of this new island, some more pairing, breeding, food collecting, organizing, gem coloring, kind of more of the boring stuff. But who knows, there might be a wrench thrown in, there might be a bearyena that shows up, or even a fire on this island. So make sure you tune in for that, and subscribe so that you will be notified when that happens. And if you liked this video, please leave a like, it will help me with the algorithm. So I will see you all next time.